Ciao, I'm Mario, a Swiss car guy on YouTube, and today it's going to be a little home improvement episode, because today I'm going to tackle something that has bothered me since I moved into here, and it's these lights here in the small garage. You can see they are, the haphazard placement will stay, but they are very dim, and I think that back there even has a different light color, but they are incredibly dim. It's not very nice here in the garage. So today I've decided to take them all down and replace them with these. These like all-in-one waterproof, what are these? Ledvance damp-proof essentials, because as you can see from here, I got them on clearance for $5 each, and I've installed them in the other garage where they are great. I installed them in various other places around the house, and I'm a big fan of these very cheap lights. The problem I'm having with these, so one of the minor issues, they were cheap, but they can only be connected from one side, I believe. I don't know if it's this or that one, whereas the tube light fixtures, you can connect them from either side, and you can feed cables through and to the next one, so you can basically daisy chain them. These one you can't, so I have to figure out where do I connect the cables in, and then maybe I have to add junction boxes and then route more cables, something I've done in the other garage as well. So today is going to be an episode about some unlicensed electrical work, which, by the way, in Switzerland is completely legal. You can do electrical work on your own house, and you just have to not die or hurt yourself. And because in Switzerland, buildings, they get periodically checked by an electric inspector. So I think every maybe 15 or 20 years. And if you sell a house, it's every 5 years. So if you just sell a house and the last inspection has been less than 5 years, you have to do a new inspection to make sure everything is up to code and works. But basically it means you can do electrical installations yourself and save a lot of money, because workmanship is very expensive here in Switzerland, and possibly hurt yourself. But let's hope this doesn't happen here. So let's have a look at this and what we're going to do with it. But first we need to get stuff out of the way, because I need a space here to work. So let's open this. Alright, so the Porsche is out of the way, so I have a little space to work underneath the various lights. One thing I didn't consider before, I wanted to have the garage door open in order to have light to work, but then it covers up all these lamps, so it's going to stay closed. I actually own plenty of ladders, but I recently bought this thing, which is a little work platform at work for $10. So I want to try it and see if this is maybe the right tool for the job. Flimsy. Let's see how strong it is. Okay, how do I get up to here? How does one get onto this thing? Do I have to get up like this? Which is like not great. Ugh. Ah, pretty good. Pretty good height. Not gonna complain. Yeah, this works. And then how do I get off again? Should I do it like this? Yeah, this is a bit shaky. Maybe this side is, no, this side is not better. Oh well, I have my platform set up. Yep. Okay, let's get the tube out. Ugh, God. So dirty. Terrible. Okay. Yeah, this is just open. Right up. Come on. Okay. These lights, as with most of these sealed units, they basically, you fasten these clips to the ceiling and then you clip the lamp into the clips. So let's hope the existing holes are spaced far enough apart so that I can put this one in. Otherwise, yeah, I have to drill new holes. And drilling into this ceiling is kind of dumb because it's first it's metal and then it's concrete. So it's concrete on metal. So first I have to puncture the metal and then I have to drill into with a concrete drill. So I'd rather use the existing holes. This light is on. Moment of truth, let's turn it on. Yes. And proper light. I like that. 1 down, 4 more to go. Okay, there are a lot of cables coming into this. So this basically works as a junction box. Yeah. I mean, it's good that everything enters from there, but I will have to put in a junction box up there, otherwise this won't work. All right, I've got a little junction box, one of these outdoorsy types with the little grommets and stuff. And let's see how I'm going to do that. I think the Jokari, this wire stripper is all I need. This actually works pretty well usually. Placing a lot of faith into this contraption I bought for 10 bucks. Okay, so the existing cables are all connected. Now I need to do a little cable to the new light fixture. For this I will take one of these offcuts and just shorten it to the length that I need. I mean, I don't need all these cables, but I need a bit of here. So let's cut this down. All right, light. Good, 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 good. Light situation is improving. 2 down, 3 more to go. Two more to go. This I think will be one of the more difficult lights because I think the power enters here centrally, which doesn't work on my new lights, so I'll have to work around that. Also, I should have moved this little platform a bit farther back, but I can manage. This is again one with the chocolate block connectors. Wait. This is 2 connectors. This is power coming out of here and out of here. So I need a junction box, but there's one in here. What's in this junction box? There's about 1 million wires in here. So I'll just close it back up. Like I never opened it. But I have to see how to do this. Also, where did these wires all go? All right, they double wired it. Nice. So they junctioned these cables into the light fixture. So I have this that needs to come together, and then it needs to go into the lamp. And also I have the holes here and here for the new light fixtures though. All right, so the junction box. Let's mark the holes where we want to drill. All right, so I got safety glasses and this tool, which is a little punch, so the drill doesn't wander when I start drilling. Good. Nice. I had a cheap one of those, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And I bought this expensive one. This is a Gedore, which is like a good German brand. It was like 12 bucks. This was the expensive tool. Okay. Let's drill, baby, drill. That sure did it. Both are through. Great. Finally. Whew. All right. I got ear protection because I got this, the pneumatic hammer, to drill into the concrete. Let's hope the holes are wide enough. Yeah, they are. But at least the anchors should fit. Oh, maybe they don't. No, they do. I think with a little bit of persuasion, I guess this junction box will not sit completely flush, eh? But this is as far as I can get these anchors in, and that's good enough. Since this is all solid wire, I can use these little compact Vago connectors that just pushes in like this. Okay, not the nicest installation, but it should work. Let's try it out. Let's turn on the light, or let's turn on the power and see whether it works. Nice. It's already so much brighter in here. It's great. Let's turn the power off and let's do the last one, the last lamp. Every time I cut one of these wires off, they get shorter, and then the ground fault protection pops because it's all ground fault protected, and these are short. Even though the power is off, the breaker is off, the ground fault protection still kicks in. This might be the last light. I think we have light. All right, so the work is done. It took me about 2 hours to do everything, so it was a bit quicker than I anticipated. It worked very well. I had to put on 2 junction boxes because otherwise I wouldn't have enough wiring and it wouldn't come out the right place. But all in all, it works. It's so much brighter in here. You probably don't see it on camera, but it's at least twice as bright, you know, because in here it used to be really dim and dark, and now it's bright, now it's light. Now I sort of want to come in here and clean, because I need to clean because I created a really mess here because I dropped everything on the floor. I had to clean anyway, but also clean in general because I seen those shelves back there. They are incredibly dirty. I could put stuff up there if I cleaned them. And also this place just needs a little clean. My little platform here, it worked fine. I mean, it's for 10 bucks, you cannot really argue. So this was good. Otherwise, I would have just used a ladder, which I have. But I think the platform is a bit more convenient because it is wider, so you can walk on it a bit. So if you need to get to that screw and then to that, you just walk over. When with the ladder, often you either have to reach very awkwardly and dangerously, or you have to get down, move the ladder, and then go up. So the platform did its job, so very good. I'm very happy about the result. This is something I've been meaning to do for so long, and finally I have somewhat decent light also in my very small garage, which is fantastic. But this was actually all there was, a little video of me doing some home improvement. And in the future there might be videos about cars again. Follow me on Instagram at SwissCarGuyMario to see some more content from time to time. And like this video if you liked it, comment down below. What do you think of it? I mean, I didn't change the placement because I didn't want to drill additional holes, because drilling these holes takes so much time. First you have to drill into metal and then into the concrete, and drilling to the metal takes forever. So I left them in the haphazard placement that was already here. But this works for me. It's bright enough in here. And would you have done it differently? Or do you live in a country where you need to have an electrician do electrical installation? I mean, even in Switzerland, where the Swiss, the very precise and very anal Swiss, they let you do your own electrical installation, which is nice, I guess. And anyway, this cost me almost nothing, because all I needed was the light fixtures, and I bought them, some of them on clearance for 5 bucks, and the other one at a regular promotion when they were like 10 bucks. So all in all, 5 of these, I might have paid for those maybe 30, 40 bucks. And this is good light. They are Osram, I mean Ledvance. Who knows what the company's called now anymore. And they should last a while. So I should have decent light in here for time to go. The thing with these lights, they're completely sealed. They are not serviceable. So if they ever fail because maybe the LED transformer inside fails, you cannot take them apart and service them. These older light fixtures like I have here, or the one I have in the workshop, I had to take them apart because in one of the workshop a transformer failed. I managed to find the replacement that was close enough, and then I replaced it. And yes, I only bought the transformer, not an entire light fixture, because any different light fixture would have used different holes and different holding clips, so I would have to drill into the ceiling, and I don't like drilling into the ceiling. So this is why I do it the way I do it. But anyway, this video is way too long. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.